We are nearing the end of July, which means you might be running out of ideas for fun things to do with the kids. GMT's not-so-perfect parent, Paige McCoy-Smith, is here this morning with a few solutions.
This is Good Morning Texas. The not-so-perfect parent.
Well, you know, single parents have been dramatically impacted by these difficult economic times, and as a result, kids from single-family households can feel these negative effects, but there is support. Amber Rogers, founder of DIVAS, Divorcing Independent, Very Able Survivors, is here with some tips on summertime activities that are high on fun, but low on cost. Hi, Amber. How are you?
Hi, Paige. I'm doing great. Thank you.
Well, as Carrie had mentioned, these are the long, lazy days of summer. August, in my opinion, is the most challenging month because the summer camps are ending. School hasn't quite started. We still need to keep the kids entertained.
Absolutely.
But if we're having a tough time, that can be difficult. Good news is that DIVAS is a great organization to help single parents find different strategies for coping from an economic standpoint as well as from a support standpoint.
Absolutely. We are definitely here to help single parents and people who are going through divorce as well.
Fantastic. All right, so let's get to some of these activities.
Perfect.
Okay, we're starting down here, and you've got a little box here filled of just basic trinkets. What are we talking about here?
We're talking about doing a scavenger hunt. One thing about children, they absolutely love to find things, and so you can do this at at a park, inside the house, invite the neighborhood kids, and just do some type of scavenger hunt. This can be very inexpensive.
That's a great idea because this is stuff that you're just laying around the house.
Exactly.
Baseballs, dental floss, highlighter pens. You can have them hidden around the house, and kids can, they don't know, occupy at least 30 minutes to an hour of playing this fun game.
And make it a competition.
Love it. All right. Then also you brought some books. Now, okay, now I have to say that when it comes to my kids, if I said go and read a good book, there's a big long sigh. But you've got a twist on when it comes to having books in the house.
Oh yes, definitely. Kids need to read even in the summertime. So what you can do is actually create a book club within the family and have them each read a book, and then have it one day a week where you get together and discuss that book and how you liked it or what the things you liked about the book.
All right, so it's not just reading the book, it's also having these different discussions with different book titles so that everybody can be interactive. It's a good learning opportunity too.
Absolutely.
All right, you got to tell me about this. Now this
I love this one.
All right, this is dangerous, folks. I won't spray the camera, but I have to tell you, I'm really tempted to.
It's pink, it's the right color.
Yes, it is.
Yes, create a water park in the house. These slip-and-slides are very inexpensive. You can buy a sprinkler, some water guns, very inexpensive. This will keep your kids entertained all day long.
Fantastic, and it is. It's cheap, it's something fun to do. Okay, then you're also saying growing a garden, and that also makes me nervous. You can start that process using these cool little things.
Oh, absolutely. My children are actually doing this right now, and it not only teaches them how to grow things, but also responsibility and how, you know, to water everything, and they are so proud of it once it, you know, gets to the point that they can actually use it for a meal, which goes into our other item here.
All right, and so then you can then use the food that you're producing to make into the meal, and I'm kind of doing the numbers in my head. So far, I think at the max we're spending maybe 20 bucks, and we're getting tons of activities out of this.
Yes, tons.
Well, we're almost out of time. This is another clever idea, the trading spaces idea.
Exactly.
Where you swap rooms and you do a little decorating.
Absolutely. You do a little decorating. The paint is very inexpensive. A lot of times at Lowe's they'll have paint that's been returned. So you can do that very inexpensive.
All right, but then one thing we want to make sure that people are aware of is support. Support for single parents. DIVAS is a great option, but then you have another network here for people that can get some much needed added support.
Absolutely. This is Single Parent Advocate, and unfortunately a lot of people don't know about this group. They have very low cost promotions and things that, you know, we can entertain the children with. The other great thing about this organization is we can also volunteer.
That's
great. You can teach your children how to give back. So
the importance of volunteering.
Wonderful, yes.
It's good to know that your organization's here, that there's other organizations, and we can give you some more information by simply going to their website, which is divastogether.com. I appreciate you being here. I'm going to send it back inside to you, Miss Amy.